show you what it's all about. Hi, my name is Pam and I am the owner of Yarn Refuge. We opened the store 3 years ago. First in Midtown, just a few blocks away actually, and we were a small 800 square foot store, very homey, very cozy, and very much a refuge, and it's how I got our name because the location there had brick walls and wood ceiling, and it just felt like a place you wanted to hide out. And then 2 years ago, we knew we needed to expand and we found a new home here. We're at 3368 Lakeside Court, just a few blocks down on the corner of Moana and Lakeside. And now we're in 2,000 square feet and it's fabulous. Still very homey with my living room and kitchen and our back room for classes and places to hide out. And we're just so happy to be here. Many years ago, my boys played soccer, and sitting along the sidelines were other moms, and I saw they were knitting, and I'm like, oh, that looks like something I might be interested in. I was not brought up in a family that knit. I wasn't exposed to it, and I'm like, oh, this might help me sit still because I have a very hard time sitting still, which is a myth about knitting. Knitting gives you patience to sit. People all the time tell me, I don't have patience. I'm like, let me tell you my story. So moms were knitting. One mom said to me, you know, I'm a self-taught knitter. Do you want to take a beginning knitting class with me? And we did. And oh my gosh, it just went from there. I fell in love with yarn and fiber, and I love to knit. And just, I guess our local yarn shop closed. This was in Sebastopol in Sonoma County. Our local yarn shop closed. I opened a little kind of booth within a shop. It was a clothing shop. And we reopened and people were thrilled to have it. But I was just this little small space in a big store and people wanted it to grow. And I asked the owner, you know, can we grow this? And yeah, I don't know. And the next day we told people we're shutting it down and Pam's opening her own yarn shop, which was, oh my God. I'm like, okay. So I went and looked for space and whatever. And I found a quaint little space in Sebastopol, and it was called Balls and Skeins, and we operated out of there for 7 years. It was a great lead-in to what I'm doing here in Reno. Opening a yarn shop is more about my knitting and having a retail store. It's really about me finding a place to call home outside of my home because I'm raising 3 boys and a husband, and I needed community, I needed friends, I needed another family, so to speak. So that's the real reason behind my first store and now this store here in Reno, and especially my store here in Reno. We moved here in 2016. I knew nobody and didn't know what I was going to do actually, and okay, I know how to run a yarn shop. Well, okay, I'm gonna open a yarn shop. And people thought I was crazy to do this all over again, and I actually didn't think I would do it all over again, but it's the best thing that I ever did for both myself and for the community, because not only did I need a refuge and a place to find people and to get a community, others needed the exact same thing, and I felt that. I felt that when I moved here, that there wasn't a place to hang out. Yes, you can go have a drink or you can go to a coffee shop and have a coffee, but there wasn't just a place to hang out like years ago when we'd hang out around a kitchen table with mostly extended family. That's gone away. So people really need, and I really needed, a community, a place to come. I call this a refuge because that's what it is to not only me but to many of my customers. People come here to get away, to forget about what's going on, to forget about their lives. We all are very different, yet we all share the love of knitting, and that's what makes us one cohesive family. I tell people all the time, a lot of new people moving to Reno right now with everything going on, and they come in and they're like, wow, and I really do say at some point, whether it's when they come in or when they're leaving, welcome to the family. And they just smile and they really feel that and know that this is their home too. I had a real vision with Yarn Refuge. I wanted it to feel like home. I wanted it to be comfortable and welcoming to everybody. So I created little vignettes in the store. We've got a living room with couches, recliner chairs. People don't know that, but I can show you. We have a kitchen area, which is our big table, like a communal table where people sit around, and it's just like a table with your family sitting around and having Thanksgiving dinner. Very friendly, very welcoming. I also have a corner in the shop with just a couple of chairs, and it's hidden, and a lot of people go there to have a private chat or to be alone. I tell people, come in. You don't have to be knitting. If you just need a place to get away during your day, a lot of people are out and about and come from far away places. I tell people, just come in. You can be reading, you can be on, people who are on their computer and working, and people getting a coffee next door and just coming in to chat. Customers come in just to say hi to other customers. So I really created the space for that to happen. I also have a back room where we actually have different groups that come in and use the space for meetings, for knitting classes. We have our own knitting classes that take place back there in a private area that's quiet and away from everything. So everything really has and had intention when I planned it and when I bought the pieces of furniture and painted the store the warm yellow, buttery, happy color that I did. It's all to create a space that's welcoming and feels like home. I want to introduce you to a few other members of our team. It's not only me who runs this whole place. We've got a few little mouses running around, and a lot of you'll actually see here when you're at Yarn Refuge.
Hi, I'm Terry, and I'm a bit of a jack of all trades around here. I'm an independent knitting and crochet instructor, and I teach the classes here at Yarn Refuge. I also do social help time, and I also work in the shop from time to time when Pam needs some little help filling in or when we're doing our yarn crawls. And I also do some of the web development and add products to the website.
Hi, I'm Susan. I work here at Yarn Refuge. I'm retired and I'm now doing my dream job, working in the yarn store, helping customers. You've probably seen me around. Look forward to helping you in the future.
Hi there, I'm Kristen and I'm the behind the scenes bunny here at Yarn Refuge. I mostly help Pam out with her social media. I'm usually the person behind the camera and doing all the videos for this yarn crawl, and I also write all of the newsletters that you get in your inbox a couple times a month. So also, I've designed the shawl pattern for the knitted version for the yarn crawl design, knit in archaic fibers. I hope you'll check that out. Yeah, and it's nice to meet you all. I hope you guys are enjoying the crawl. Have a good one.
One of the unique things we're going to be offering this weekend during the yarn crawl are unique and special kits that I had curated especially for this weekend. We are going to have a knit kit featuring archaic fibers. These are the colors, and there's going to be more information and more to come on our Instagram feed and on our website, so check them out. We also have a crochet kit this year, which we did last year too, which we have 4 different colorways for you to choose from, and these are from Belly Yarns down in Lafayette. So they're beautiful. Wait till you see the patterns. They're incredible. And the dyers, we're going to have more about their stories and more about the designers who created these patterns just for you. Thank you for joining us today. If you can't come in the store, I hope you got a vision of what we're all about and will come see us when COVID is over and everybody's out and about. Stay tuned for tomorrow when we're going to showcase our trunk shows that are here in the store, and everything will be available for you online to purchase.